Hello, this is Lauren Delsack speaking, and if you're new to my channel, I am a professional astrologer. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the new moon on July 10th, 2021, in the sign of Cancer. We'll take a look at that new moon chart, and then we'll get into each of the signs where that new moon is falling in what sector area of your life, and bring in a little bit of tarot to get some messages that may pertain to you. So let's take a look at that chart. First of all, the new moon falling in the sign of Cancer. What's Cancer about? It's all about gaining emotional security, feeling emotionally secure, particularly or especially within the family. Now, when that moon is in Cancer, it wants to keep and maintain security. Especially when it's under pressure, it will do anything to keep security, to feel secure. And that's what we see in this new moon chart, because on July 10th, the transiting moon will oppose Pluto. The next day it will oppose Saturn. Then the following day, square Uranus and conjunct Mars. So that's a heavy dose of emotional intensity here. It can be about exaggerated plans, things that are unexpected, but the emotions can be very intense, and this is what we have to be aware of. So it would be normal if you're feeling a bit intense on July 10th, 11th, and 12th. And Cancer's a very sensitive and emotional sign. So people can be, we could say, on pins and needles a bit, very reactive emotionally. So be aware of that in your interactions with other people and with yourself. You can get easily triggered. Now, 3 days after this new moon, on July 13th, we have the exact conjunction of Venus with Mars in the sign of Leo. So this is very dramatic. This is a lot of passion and emotions in a very dramatized, theatrical way. It can be very sensuous. This is a typical astrological aspect for when we could fall in love, for example. But be aware that people can be a bit over the top in their dramatic expression of themselves, how they come across, how they view themselves, and also it can be sort of a dramatic exploration of romance. So it is possible, we'll take a look at each of the signs, but it is possible that there could be some sparks of love in the air around that first week of, or I should say, the week of the new moon. So we're looking at about July 10th through the 17th in that first week. So overall, the focus will be on security matters, most likely, for most of the month of July. So let's take a look at each of the signs and see where this new moon is falling in your sign. Best to listen to your sun sign, your rising sign, your ascendant sign, which is most important, and also you might resonate with your moon sign. So if you listen to all three, then you'll get a general overall perspective for what's coming up around this new moon. Okay, off we go with Aries. Aries, that new moon in Cancer falling in the area of life that has to do with your home, house, family, where you put your roots down, your personal life. So therefore, there could be some security issues around that. Be aware that, with your family, or if you live with your family, there could be some touchy emotions going on. So whatever comes up for you around this new moon, I feel that here with the Justice card, everything is going to work out in a fair manner. And with the Six of Wands, it's telling us that you're going to be victorious and successful. It does seem to be that there are some decisions to be made with the Two of Swords. This is talking about, you seeing the truth within yourself, you see, I mean, she's got two swords of truth crossed over her chest, and the blindfold is not covering her eyes. So the internal reflection within gives her the truth. So we have to listen to her intuition is what it's saying. I'm just thinking out loud here. If you're involved in anything that has to do with legal matters, justice, this kind of thing, it would seem that you're going to be victorious. And the other thing that came into my mind with home, house, family is maybe you're looking to buy a house, purchase a home, this kind of thing, sell a home, and I feel like it's just going to be fair all round. Sometimes the Justice card can be talking about karmic justice, like we get, we reap what we sow. So I think that you're going to see the repercussions, let's say, of actions that will play out as they should play out, okay? So overall, I just feel that you're going to be successful around this new moon, and important for you to get to the truth and make a decision based on that truth, okay? So I hope that's helpful to you, Aries. Taurus, that new moon in Cancer, falling in the area of life that has to do with communications. How you communicate, your perspective on the world, how you see things, so it's your mental outlook. Also might have to do with studies, and it can involve sales and marketing, how you promote yourself, and your communications or interactions within your immediate environment or neighborhood with people around you. And so I feel like with this Cancer, super sensitive Cancer, you should be aware of your own emotions and how you communicate them to other people, so people can get easily triggered, especially in those first 3 days after the new moon. Now, looking over the tarot here, it does seem to be telling me, between the Strength and the Emperor card, that you need to take a command of whatever situation that you're in. You're the authority on it, and you need to hold that position. Nobody should step over you in any way. If your interactions are testing your strength, you have the Strength card, so you have the courage and the determination to get through whatever situation might be presented to you. I also feel with the Six of Swords here is that you're leaving something behind and you're moving to calmer waters. So if you've been in any kind of emotionally testing, we could say, situation, you're moving away from it, okay? Although you might be still feeling the emotions of it and taking that with you. I always love that expression that no matter where we go or where we move to, we take our baggage with us, okay? So it's that kind of a thing. But I do feel like you're being asked perhaps to stand your ground, stand your authority, and move forward in any situation. You have the strength to do that. You have the courage to do that. Either way, with the Emperor card, use your life-gained wisdom throughout any situation that you might find yourself in. Okay, Taurus? Hope that's helpful to you. Gemini, that new moon in Cancer, falling in the area of your life that has to do with money, finances, what you have, what you value, what's important to you, also self-worth, self-confidence, how you value yourself. So there can be some emotional sensitivity about these kinds of issues going on with you in July around this new moon. Now, the advice from the tarot seems to be that there are some things that are concerning you. With the Nine of Swords, there can be fears and anxieties that keep us up at night. And maybe you're feeling a lack of finances, for example. But it's telling you, the Four of Swords is telling you to rest. Pull back, retreat, rest. Don't fight any situation, we could say. Put up the battles or throw them away. This is really a time for you, perhaps in this, around this new moon time, to take it easy. The Eight of Wands is telling us that it's saying that information can be coming to you quickly. usually positive information, sort of out of the blue, that comes to us, but it's also a card of moving forward, taking action. So it's kind of like we're getting a double, two different things here with the Four of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Or what it could be saying is, Gemini is a live wire, and so maybe it's going to be challenging for you to sort of rest. Sometimes I make a joke that it's stressful to lie down in a hammock, okay? So Gemini always needs to be doing things. But I would just say that relax your mind in terms of any anxiety that you have around finances. I also love the expression that just came to my mind, that mortal thought is self-destructive. You see? So our thoughts going round and round is really self-destructive to us. So try to relax, take it easy this month for you, Gemini. Hope that's helpful to you. Cancer, that new moon taking place in your sign in the first house, and that's all about the self, all about a new beginning, new adventures, meeting new people, having new experiences. This is sort of like starting out your year, we could say. New beginnings. I feel like through the tarot there could be some celebrations or some festivities that you're attending. It can even, for some people, be a marriage, the Four of Wands, or a commitment, having sort of a stable, because we have the four pillars, so this tells us that you have stability, you have security, and you're feeling good about that. With the Ten of Cups, that's emotional fulfillment all round, with the family, with children, with all areas of your life. Now, through the Judgment card here, you are potentially being called for several things. Number one, you could be being called to look at a higher, let's say, purpose in your life. You could be, if you're on a spiritual path, it can be calling you to a higher consciousness, sort of a wake-up call. But it can also pertain to making a decision, making a judgment call on something or a decision. I mean, it is an extremely powerful card in tarot. So there can be an important decision for you to make, but it's also a card of rebirth, okay? And I feel that that's what it's all about for Cancer, having this new moon in your sign. So I just can't see how you are not going to thoroughly enjoy this new moon happening for you. Great cards, okay? So enjoy that. Enjoy that. All right? Hope that's helpful to you, Cancer. Leo, the new moon in Cancer falling in the area of your horoscope, the 12th house. And this has to do sort of with behind the scenes things, retreating from the world, finishing up tasks or responsibilities, self-care through spiritual practices, metaphysical areas of life, such as yoga, meditation, this kind of thing. So it's really about it's more of an internal process. However, looking at the tarot cards here with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands, immediately my thoughts go to love and romance, and I'm wondering whether that conjunction Venus and Mars is talking about Leo because it's in the sign of Leo. Well, there we go. So I feel like you could definitely have some kind of, if you're single or in a relationship, some kind of passionate energies. Could be somebody who's, asking you out, dating you, or you approaching somebody else. So it's highly passionate energies here, I must say. So there can be some spark of romance for sure for Leo. Now also, this is a lot of creativity. You might get creative ideas and start out on some kind of creative project, creative opportunity, and moving forward with it with like adventure, excitement, impulsive energies. So it is sort of encouraging you to be creative or to indulge in some kind of love and romance, for sure. With the Seven of Cups, I think what it's trying to say to you is there can be doubts in your mind, possibly a lot of different options. You know, when it comes to dating, looking at all of these three cards, I could say either you have a lot of people approaching you, options, or somebody could be careful of the Knight of Wands. It can always be a player energy, somebody who comes in quickly and goes out, all talk, no action. So be careful about that. Make sure that whoever you get yourself involved with, if this is the initial spark of a romance, that, you know, they're not playing the field, we could say, okay? The other thing is that the Seven of Cups could be saying that you have a lot of options. Keep your feet on the ground with all the ideas that you're getting, because I feel like your creativity is just lit on fire, and you'll have to just sort through what's practical for you, okay? So that's what I would tell you for the sign of Leo. I hope that's helpful to you. Virgo, that new moon in Cancer taking place in the area of your life that has to do with friendships, group associations, the people that you associate with. Also, how you're being recognized or compensated from your profession. And there might be some sensitivities, for example, going on, or security issues through your work. But also, I was just thinking out loud that with friendships, you know, we got the Devil card here, and that can either be that number one, you have some beliefs that maybe you need to look at that are not healthy, possibly. It can also be addictive behaviors, this kind of thing. The ways that we sort of self-sabotage ourselves. But you might be dealing with, or for example, I'm looking at the Devil and the Judgment, and I'm thinking out loud here that I wonder if you're going to be seeing a friendship or an association for what it is and calling it on it. You know, if you're dealing with anybody who could potentially be toxic in your life. Now, that doesn't pertain to everybody. It could pertain to one person. But, you know, the Judgment card is asking you to look at things from a higher perspective. It's calling you to a higher purpose in your life. So you are going to be maybe having to make some decisions around this new moon time. And with the Seven of Cups, you know, there could be some confusion going on or some doubts, you know, maybe with the groups of people that you hang out with or the friendships or this kind of thing. So you're going to have to try to get the clarity that you need and not be idealistic about things. You might also have a lot of different options going on for you. So I think that you're really being called to look at a situation honestly, whether that's about yourself, how you maybe defeat yourself with negative thinking as one potential, or calling somebody out that's not, you know, upright and virtuous in your life. That's another possibility. So you'll see how that plays out for you. I think that I would say having Cancer in your 11th house is that you would tend to be caring and nurturing with your friends, with the people that you associate with. So make sure that you're getting back that same kind of treatment from people, okay? And maybe those are the things that you have to look at around the new moon in July. So I hope that's helpful to you, Virgo. Libra, that new moon in Cancer falling in the area of your life that has to do with your profession, your career, what you do for a living, what you stand for in the world, your reputation, also your status in the world, can be social status, single, married, divorced, can relate to one of the parents as well. So I feel like you're initiating something new or looking for something more exciting. I kind of feel like through the tarot here, various options. The Four of Cups can be telling us that you're bored, and the Knight of Wands is saying that you need something more adventurous, more passionate through your career, through your work. You could be focused just seeing things from one way and needing to look at other options, because the universe is offering you opportunities that you might not be seeing. Now, for love matters, and I feel that this could pertain to love matters, the Knight of Wands with the Queen of Cups could be telling us that, for example, you could be dating somebody or having somebody approach you that has more of a player type of energy. They are very much not reliable, very passionate, but they come in, go out quickly. And I feel like with the Queen of Cups, you're looking at this Knight of Wands like, are you kidding me kind of thing? Because the Queen of Cups, she is so emotionally stable. She sees everything clear for what it is. So I kind of feel like, you're going to have a very clear emotional balance about the situation. And the Four of Cups can be telling me that if that is the situation, you're kind of rejecting the player type of person, girl or guy, that's coming in to approach you. That Queen of Cups, highly caring, emotional sensitivity, it goes right in line with the Cancer new moon. So I feel like if you take a mature perspective of whatever situation that you might be looking at or involved in with balanced emotions, it's going to work out fine for you. Also, maybe through your profession, how can you connect with people on an emotional level, for example? Reaching out to people that way, nurturing, caring, this kind of thing, the sensitivity, showing compassion and sensitivity for others. I feel like there's a new excitement, adventure for you, potentially, that you could get ideas, seeds, this kind of thing, around this new moon in pertaining to your profession. Okay? So I hope that's helpful to you, Libra. Scorpio, new moon falling in the area of your life that has to do with expanding your horizons, higher-minded thinking. This can have to do with studying, teaching what you know to others, writing and publishing. Also internationalism, foreign travel, working with foreigners, expanding globally, your outreach internationally to people can have to do with subjects like politics, law, religion, philosophy, metaphysical subjects. So it's all the ways that we can expand our perspective out to the world, okay? I'm feeling here that with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands, I mean, we have all wands on the table here. So the Queen of Wands, she's extremely charismatic. When you walk into a room, people are going to notice you. As a matter of fact, with that Venus-Mars conjunction in Leo taking place right around this new moon, I feel like you're going to have suitors or people approaching you for sure. You're very attractive to other people, and you're going to be successful at whatever you do. Now, the wands are highly creative, so I'm thinking out loud here. How can you use your maturity, your creativity, your artistry to do something maybe online, for example, to reach the world through the internet, some kind of new creative project that's like adventurous, passionate, something along those lines. So I feel like you're going to be confident, highly confident, determined. You're going to have the courage to start anything. Let yourself shine with other people, meaning it's time for you to maybe do something on a global level that allows you to be seen by others. You will be highly, it's like magnetic energy is what I'm feeling here. And I feel also that you could be highly social this month as well. And like I said before, I think you're going to attract, it's like a magnet. You're going to attract people and opportunities to you. Okay, so enjoy this month for you, Scorpio. Sagittarius, this new moon in Cancer taking place in the area of your life that has to do with the resources that you share with other people, such as in a marriage or committed relationship or business partnership. Also resources that you get through other institutions, investments, royalties, taxes, insurances, this kind of thing. Also, it's a very metaphysical area of life. anything that has to do with occult subjects, sort of going down the rabbit hole, studying subjects that are deep. Also psychology, alternative healing subjects as well. And it's also the area of life that has to do with how we feel valued by other people. And I say that because the Empress is out here. And with the Empress, she demands value and respect. And so if you're in any kind of a situation that you don't feel you're being valued, maybe that's something you have to look at. Now, I feel that there could be some issues here or something coming in that does have to do with love and romance with that Venus conjunct Mars going on around this new moon, because we have the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups, he's a very, very emotional lover type guy, we could say, or girl. So somebody's offering you love, I feel like, or even some kind of apology or reconciliation. With the Eight of Cups here, though, I feel like you're walking away from some emotional situation that you've been in. So it could be that something's already occurred that has caused you to leave, walk away to a higher, let's say, consciousness. You see it clearly for what it is, and you've left a situation behind. If it does have to do with something financial, it could be that there's something that's finished, over, it's done, and you're dropping it and moving to sort of a new terrain. But I feel that in love matters, if you're being pursued romantically, then I really feel you have to put yourself first, respect yourself, and value yourself. I really feel that that's what the Empress is saying. Also could be rebirthing or birthing something new in this area of your life. If it does have to do with alternative healing practices, I feel like you are maybe starting out on something new there, maybe hypothetically, yoga, meditation, whatever it is. I feel like something is taking you to a higher mindset, we could say, a higher level of consciousness, awareness within you. So maybe that's where the dichotomy is. It's whether you're going to involve yourself in a new romance or whether you're going to walk away to be within yourself more, you know. So I hope that resonates with you, Sagittarius, and take what makes sense, throw out the rest. Capricorn, that new moon taking place in the area of your life that has to do with your commitments one-on-one to another person, either through a marriage, a committed relationship, a business partnership, your commitments to the public, through customers and clients. Also, sometimes it can reference advisors like lawyers. We do have the Justice card out here, so for whoever this might pertain to, maybe there's some advisors that you're going to. My feeling is, and this might be specific to one person, but we have the World card here and the Justice card with the Six of Wands. Now, the Six of Wands tells us that you're going to be successful and victorious in whatever situation you're in. The World can mean fulfillment, so some kind of fulfillment in your personal committed relationships. However, the World card can also be an ending. It's finishing a cycle, and I have thrown some clarification cards which are coming up with the Ten of Swords, for those of you who know Tarot, the Death card, and the Hermit. So I'm feeling like there could be some kind of ending, closure going on here, meaning that also, whatever the situation is, justice will be served. Everyone will receive what is fair to them. Kind of like what goes around comes around, what we sow we reap. So my feeling is that if you are ending something this month, it's a closure to maybe a relationship that is not going further, as an example. I think you're going to be quite happy about it with the Six of Wands, or victorious in whatever situation. Everything will work out fairly, in a fair, successful, victorious way. Either way, I'm feeling just complete fulfillment for you. I'm just feeling like you've fulfilled a commitment to someone or some people that has gone as far as it can go. Okay, so take what resonates with you, throw out the rest. Maybe this is specific to one person, and also maybe it's advising you to get the advice of a professional if you need it, pertaining to any closure that's going on with you, whether it's in a business partnership or a committed relationship. Okay? So I hope that's helpful to you, Capricorn. Aquarius, new moon in Cancer, falling in the area of your life that has to do with work and service to others. So this can be your immediate working situation, your day-to-day lifestyle, your day-to-day work regime, we could say, the people you work for who work for you, where you set up your office, let's say. Also, this can have to do with how you take care of your well-being through health practices, serving others, even pets fall into that category. But I'm feeling here through the tarot, it's speaking very strongly. I'm feeling like this is talking about spiritual wisdom, your values, your belief, either religious beliefs or spiritual wisdom, sticking to what you know is right for you. You might even be, through your work, coming into more of a role of a teacher or a mentor, because this is all about seeing things clearly. You have complete mental clarity here with the Ace of Swords. There could be truth also coming to you, cutting through the BS and getting to the truth of a matter, and also with the King of Swords here. So this is big time wisdom. You know, the King of Swords, he speaks the truth and he doesn't get emotionally involved. He is highly mature in the fact that he detaches from any kind of emotional, let's say, chaos, okay? I'm feeling here, because this new moon is in Cancer and people can be very testy with their sensitivities, you know, that can get hurt easily. I just feel like it's time for you to share your wisdom on a higher level, okay? If you're in any kind of situation with work or looking for a job or anything like that, or interviewing or anything like that, you know, speak your truth. Be truthful and honest. Show your emotional maturity and your wisdom and your knowledge. I just feel it's time for you to share it all through your work. So maybe you're looking for how you can up your position even at your job or whatever you do for a living, because I feel like it's time for you to step up and share your beliefs, your values, all those kinds of things. Very powerful cards, I feel. I feel you're going to get to the truth of any matter if that's what you need to do this month, okay? So I hope this is helpful to you, Aquarius. Pisces, new moon taking place in the area of your life that has to do with creative self-expression, how you, what is your creative outlet, how do you enjoy yourself, also to do with love and romance, giving love. It can also have to do with children, either your children if you have them, or even teaching or coaching children. I feel here with the Page of Swords that you're going to be getting new ideas. There's a whole curiosity. There's like a thirst for knowledge. Even new ways of expressing yourself, communicating to others. And with the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords, I feel like you are maybe collaborating with somebody. That's one possibility. I feel there's decisions to be made here for sure. And you might be at the initial stages of strategizing or making a plan for yourself. You know, this is the area of life that has to do with how we enjoy ourselves, how we are like childlike again. And I'm feeling like there can be some new energies coming in here saying, come on, let's be curious like a child, or even caring and nurturing children in some way, or doing some creative project that involves children or is geared toward children. Just some things that are coming into my mind here. If you're dealing with a child or you have children, then it could be that you're doing something together with your children and or making some decisions around it. But I feel like you're at the initial stages of planning and strategizing something. The page can also be talking about communications coming to you, like a messenger that can bring you opportunities. So be open to that. I just feel like be open to the curiosity of life. Maybe there's something there for you. And also, it could be, because we do have this Venus-Mars conjunction in Leo, with the Two of Wands, it could be coming together with somebody in a potentially romantic situation. I would only say be careful of the Page of Swords. If somebody's coming in your life or approaching you, they might not have the emotional, they might not have the maturity, I would say. But see what happens. See what happens. I feel like you're making decisions this month, and the truth you'll find within yourself for sure. So listen to your intuition, and that will guide you. So I hope that's helpful to you, Pisces. So that's what I have for all of the signs around this new moon in Cancer. Just be aware of those first initial couple of days so that the emotions don't get too out of whack, we could say. Okay, so stay low in those first couple days. And I'm wishing you a good initial month of July. Be well. If you like, please like, share, subscribe. See you on the next video. Bye-bye now.